Hey party people, this is not going to be edited. I do these a lot where I just kind of turn on the camera and go because I don't have the bandwidth and the brain power to edit things. And that's probably why you haven't seen me in a year? Longer? I actually do not know at this point in time how long it's been. I think I looked at my YouTube analytics and it said like my last video was 500 days ago. So over a year and a half. I don't know. So, okay, I will get into this. Couple caveats, couple upfront warnings. Not accurate at all. Not the correct word for what I'm trying to say. Doesn't matter. I can't think of the word. That's another reason you haven't heard from me in a long time, is, we'll add that onto the list once we get there. But I've just had a lot of issues with my brain working the way that I'm used to it working. We'll get into that. But just like real quick, up front, disclaimers, that's the word. Oh my God, love it. So there is someone playing a video game in the next room. You might hear their voice. Sorry. The AC just kicked on. It's cold here. Sorry. What else? Oh, I'm using my phone, so the audio quality's probably not great. Sorry. God, what else? I haven't been here in a year and a half. Sorry. My surroundings are different. We'll get into that. Sorry. My brain is running at like 10 million miles an hour and I can't slow it down, so sorry for that as well. Oh, quickness. I would love to get into a lot of things and talk forever and hopefully edit it down to something that would make sense, but I don't have time right now. I don't have brain power, and I finally kind of like cracked the code on like why I haven't been here in so long. So I just wanted to get not pen to paper, but words to ears, your ears, before I forget. It's not going to be edited, just right now, time constraints, yada yada, all that fun stuff. Yeah, so I think that's all of my upfront disclaimer caviars? Oh God, okay, see, this is why you haven't heard from me in a year and a half, ? All of that being said, I just kind of disappeared for a little bit, a bit, and I am so sorry. That was never my intention to just kind of be gone. And that last video I think I posted was very weird. I'm not gonna try and hide my cringe at all and my weirdness at all. I just kind of wanted to do something, and if I remember where I was at that day, and I kind of do, a lot of things were happening all at once, and my brain kind of felt out of control, and I didn't feel very in control, so I was just like, hey, I can't really do a whole lot. This is what I can do, and we'll do that. So it wasn't very, like, I didn't do a deep clean of my house or anything. I didn't go, like, super in-depth or detailed into anything. I was like, bam, cleaning, voiceover, weird abstract message. That's kind of what I'm known for. If I'm being completely honest, if you go back and look at, all my old stuff, that's kind of what I'm known for. Around the time that I posted my last video, the place that I was living was slowly becoming more and more and more uninhabitable and hostile. And I don't mean like the people around me or anything. I mean the physical building we were living in itself was like rejecting us. So, I moved, new digs. I've been here for over a year. We moved very, very quick. Some not so great things happened, and we lost out on about $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 just in fees to break the lease so that we could move. And we were supposed to get some of that money back, and we didn't, and it sucked. And so that was probably about the first 3 months after I posted that video, we were dealing with that. Then we move into the new place, and I lost my job. That was in 2024, early 2024, I think like early April. I lost my job. I have a new job. I'm okay. We're good. We're so good. I have a new job I'm actually really loving. A lot of that stress is kind of mitigated now. That's the other thing. The job that I did have, I maybe had more free time, I guess, because it was work from home and I didn't really have to like leave my house for anything. However, the amount of stress that I was under was, I think, truthfully unbearable for anyone human, let alone me. I'm a little bit sensitive at heart, so I was kind of getting in a bad spot. That's part of why I haven't been here in so long, is because I'm kind of just living again. It's very weird to say, I know. So in April, I lost my job. We didn't know how we were going to float the apartment. It was really stressful. I blew through my savings because, again, we would have had $7,000 but just moved and had to break the lease, and so now I'm dealing with some credit card debt, and I'm not super proud of it, but you know, I'm kind of just these past lots of months had my head down and been working and trying to deal with that, and then on top of that my car broke down, and then on top of that, and so you see why I might not have been here. Life kind of got in the way. One of the other things that kind of got in the way was me. A multitude of reasons, most of which being ever since I got sick, I think in 2023, I really don't remember, my brain has not been the same. And I don't know if it was because I got sick once with something really bad, or I got sick over and over and over and over again. But I can't think as quickly as I used to. Brain power does not come as easily as it once did. And I'm finding myself like severely slowed down in terms of like my processing time for not just understanding like the things around me, but like even understanding like me. And that's concerning. I'll see someone about that, I promise. Eventually I will, probably, maybe not. That's kind of one of the things as well, is on top of life happening and stress and moving and money and everything, I was kind of adjusting to the new brain that I have. It's also, I guess, just a part of getting older, maybe, not sure. Oops. That's something that I don't really know what to attribute it to. One of the other things of me standing in my way is I didn't like myself a lot for most of the entire time that you have been seeing videos from me. I've not really been very like authentic to myself. I've been kind of like pushing myself to do things I don't really care to do, don't really want to do, and there isn't passion behind it, and that's probably why some of my videos are beyond cringe. They're just kind of weird for me, because they're not me. I just thought like, hey, you know what, this is probably a good idea someone had, I'll do that, and not a lot of light behind those eyes when I was doing things like that. And that kind of sucked. And I didn't really like anything that I was putting out. I didn't really enjoy doing it, I started hating the editing process. I started hating the filming process, and it just kind of sucked for a while. And that's kind of where I want to put this like huge other caveat disclaimer of like, guys, if you like any of my videos and you want to go back and watch them, like, I highly recommend, please go save them to a playlist, because if I'm being completely honest with myself, I'm probably gonna start privating videos soon. I'm not happy with them. I just don't like them. I'm not gonna delete them completely because I would like them to still be there. If you want them, please go save them, you know, to your favorites or something, fine. But I kind of don't want them in my existence anymore, if that makes sense. I want to keep them around because, of course, like memories. But there's a lot of stuff that I wasn't happy with. And when I go back and watch some of my old videos, because I do that sometimes, it's like a comfort thing of like, this is where I was in my life when I filmed that. It just makes me feel like I'm watching a stranger. And I don't like that. So please go favorite, put in a playlist, save the link, whatever. I'm just gonna make them unlisted or whatever it is that you can do now. So if you have the link, you'll still be able to watch them. It's just I don't want them floating around in the ether, personally. I'm not gonna stop making videos. I know that I kind of did there for lots of months. I am gonna come back, and I've been planning on how to come back, and like, honestly, there's nothing more authentically me than just doing this as my comeback. I was gonna like plan a whole thing. We were gonna do, I don't even know what we were gonna do, but we were gonna do something fun, probably like cleaning up, because I'm in a new place. I'm not a new person. It is still very messy back there. Laundry. Whoops, there's laundry. There's a carpet shampooer. I think you can see some miscellaneous stuff there. I'm still me. There's still cleaning to be done. Now, I have tried to film a coherent cleaning video in my new digs at least 6 times, 6 or 7 or 8. But here's the thing, with my new brain and my new body, we'll get into that momentarily, things are harder. And it's a lot more difficult for me to film over the course of a few days and get everything done than it used to be. And that's how I used to do my videos. I would like, you know, I'm gonna film one room on this day and then another room on this day and then another room and put it all together and it'll look nice and cohesive. And now what I find myself being able to do is I can clean one room and then I am probably done gonzo for the week. Absolutely trashed my energy levels for the whole week. And what that turned into was really, really short cleaning content that didn't make any sense, because at the end of the video, when I go to do the reveal shots, the thing that I just cleaned is dirty again because it's been a freaking week. And then also, I wasn't feeling good about myself because I felt like I wasn't ever making any progress ever, and that sucked. So, this is my first video back. I don't think I can do a weekly schedule, like, sorry for that. If you want to be notified, please do the notification dingy bell thing. Cool. Otherwise, you'll just kind of see me when you see me. So the content that I had recorded, the cleaning stuff I had recorded, it's not very good. I'm not really happy with it. I might still show it maybe eventually, but not right now. We're probably gonna take a step back from that for a little while. Maybe for a long while, if I'm being honest. That's why this kind of felt more authentically like this is me. I have done this. Hey, I'm back. Here's what happened in my life so many times now, that this is more akin to what I'm comfortable with than the cleaning and getting that all perfect and then showing it. Another fun thing, readjusting to my body. I'm gonna call this out because I feel like if I don't, someone else probably will, and it might hurt my feelings. I've gained a lot of weight, and I'm fine. Like, genuinely, I'm okay. I do care just because things are a little harder than they used to be. But I'm not like obsessing over it. Just so you know, I'm good. But yeah, just for reference, if you notice that my face is a little fuller, or when I do cleaning videos and full body shots that I look a little different than I used to, I'm aware. You do not have to say anything. I fully know and understand what I look like. So there's that. And I also, just because I know somebody's gonna be like, oh, but you're like so small and blah, blah, blah. Like, I've gained over 70 pounds. I am now closer to 200 pounds than I am, and not close to that. So, hey, I understand what I look like, and I understand for most people, I get it. I'm like 4 feet tall. I look dainty. I'm not. So I don't need you to say anything about it. I also don't need you to tell me that I'm wrong and that I haven't gained weight. Like, I don't need that. I know what I look like. I'm comfortable with it now. But one of the reasons why you haven't seen content from me in a long time is because I haven't been comfortable with it. I hated the way that I looked on camera. I hated the way that my new body looked. I was not comfortable appearing in anything, on anything. And even still, like, photos of myself, I'm very self-conscious. Whether or not, like, I'm posting those on Instagram or something, there are sometimes I'm just going to take a photo for me, and it's just going to be for me. That was another one of the things of why I was like very hesitant to start getting into content again. Because you haven't seen me in a year and 6 months or something, and I look a little different. And I know that if you compare whatever I put out now with whatever I left with, somebody's gonna see the difference. Somebody might say something, might hurt my feelings a little bit. So I just wanted to preface that now before I even start putting content out there, and this is to just make me feel a little better. I know what I look like. You don't need to say anything. If you do say anything and it hurts my feelings, I'll probably delete the comment. So just letting you know ahead of time. Health-wise, am I okay? I'm an asthmatic. No, I haven't been okay ever. But health-wise, like, yeah, I'm doing as good as I can right now. I recently hit an age milestone that I don't feel comfortable repeating on camera, but I do need to get some stuff checked out just because it's that time. And I'm probably good. Like, the thing is I've just under a lot of stress for a prolonged amount of time, and my comfort happens to be really bomb-ass delicious food. So I'm good. Now, how does all of that combine with the, like, well, you said your brain is slow and all this? That's vastly underrated. And in fact, actually, I'm pretty sure, vastly underrated, sorry. Vastly, not correlated. We'll say that. Those are the words that I'm looking for. Whatever it was that made my brain slow, was not caused by me eating. Whatever it was that made my brain slow actually made it harder for me to work out and move my body and exist without being in vast amounts of both pain and panic, because it got to a point where I was so sick, and this is, by the way, before I gained 70 pounds. It got to a point where I was so sick that walking across my apartment would leave me breathless and needing my inhaler, and it was not good. So yeah, the things are correlated, but, you know, current health issues aside of not being caused by my weight, they were existing before the weight. But that's another reason, again, why I was like gonzo for so long, is I had to get comfortable with myself again. And that's kind of hard to do when you are constantly trying to look at yourself in a camera and it's not the body that you're used to looking back at you. So it's probably going to be a little while before you see cleaning content from me again, at least as far as like me getting up and cleaning my house, etc. It's probably going to be some time. If you see me eating food on this channel and you want to say something about it, no, you don't. Just a heads up there, because I have started thinking about, like, I would love to do food reviews because there's a lot of great food around me and things that I do want to talk about and little hidden gems that I can't stop shutting up about. No, I can't shut up about any longer. That's the phrase. So like, yeah, I might end up doing like food review stuff. I might go back to Reddit and talk about their cleaning content stuff. I'm still down for like the creepy, spooky, like fun side of things. I'm still down for all of that. And I actually want to do more of those kinds of things because you've heard me say this on the channel probably lots of times. And if you haven't, please feel free to go back and watch really any of my cleaning videos, I think. I don't like cleaning. I do it because you're supposed to do it, because your environment should be clean, because it promotes like less stress. And everyone just kind of flourishes better in an environment that's clean versus one that's not. But it's never been something that I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to clean. That's actually not true. There are some things that I do enjoy cleaning, but for the most part, I don't. And I kind of pigeonholed myself into I'm the girl who cleans. And I think that's a marvelous thing to be if that's who you are, but that's not authentic really to who I am as a person. So that was another reason why I was kind of gone for a long time, is because I had to figure out who am I versus what I've kind of displayed to you guys. Like, oh yeah, I clean and I'm so good at it and like I can do it. And we can do it. And like the reality is, I don't like cleaning. I still will. And you still probably will see cleaning content from me. But I can't have that be my shtick. That can't be my whole thing. So, moving forward of just like the everything that I've kind of talked about. I know we've gone over a whole lot. Why was I gone? I just super wasn't happy with myself and my content and a lot of things in my life that I had to figure out, and I couldn't do so in front of a camera. Also, life happened and there were a lot of stressful situations back to back to back to back, and I had to figure those out. Big question, what's going to happen moving forward? Well, you are going to see this video that you've been watching, and then eventually you will see another video from me. And it's probably not going to be me cleaning my new apartment. Probably not. It'll probably be something more maybe commentary based like Reddit, or maybe we'll do something spooky and fun. Maybe we'll go on a road trip once I get my car fixed. It's not fixed yet. I don't know, but I know that you will continue to see stuff from me eventually. Just not right now. I think that's probably it. I know there's more that I wanted to say. There's more things I wanted to talk about as far as like being authentic to yourself as a person, probably. But I'm gonna be honest. It is 10:30 at night. I've got to wake up in a few short hours, less than 8, so that I can get to my job that I am thoroughly enjoying. And yeah, that's really it. Also, my camera on my phone is running out of space very quickly. So that's really all this was I just, wanted to touch base because it's been so long. And by the way, thank you so much for sticking through not just this long ass video. You guys know that I can rant and rave. I certainly can. But also just like if you've stuck through and like just kind of waited for me to come back, I so appreciate that. I really do. There were several moments the past year and some months that I opened up like the YouTube analytics app, and obviously if you don't post, you're gonna hemorrhage subscribers, and I saw that happening at first, and I was like, oh man, like that hurts my heart, and I'm so upset. And then I kind of saw it happening, and I was like, like, no, I get it. And now I look at the subscribers that I have and the people who stuck through, and I'm just kind of like, oh man, like I really appreciate that number so much more than I ever thought that I could. So yeah, so thank you for sticking around if you did. And if you did leave, like, I get it. Trust me, I do. I vanished. So you have every right to be like, this chick hasn't posted in 12 months. I don't need this on my feed. I really do get it. I do. So I'm gonna go. And that's really kind of it. I love you guys. Stay cool, stay cubed. I will see you in the next one, whenever that is. Mwah. Toodles.